Hey everyone, welcome back to Olympics Unleashed TV. This episode is extra special because we're celebrating 25 years since the Sydney 2000 Olympics, that unforgettable time when Australia hosted the world. Now, while most of you weren't watching because you weren't alive at the time, I bet your parents and teachers have some great memories. I'm Elka Whalan, two-time Olympian, and I've got to say this place means a lot to me. I was lucky enough to compete right here in Sydney 2000. I was 18 at the time and I had my family and friends in the crowd. And I can tell you today, years on, some of my beautiful friends that have gone into the future with me have been from the Australian Olympic team. Joining me today is the awesome Aussie Olympic team mascot, BK, a crowd favourite, and he's here to help us celebrate and have some fun along the way. Now, we're coming to you from the heart of it all, right here at Sydney Olympic Park in Homebush. So right behind us is the iconic Olympic cauldron, where 25 years ago today, the wonderful Cathy Freeman lit the flame to officially open the Olympic Games. It may look a little bit different here today, but this place is packed with amazing memories from one of the biggest moments in our nation's history. Before we dive in, I want to acknowledge that we're on the land of the Wongal people, the traditional custodians of this land, air and waters, and we pay our respects to the elders past and present and acknowledge to all the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples who are watching today, including the 66 known Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Olympians. All right, BK, are you ready to kick this very special celebration off? So let's hop to it and come join us.
Hi, I'm Kerri Pottharst, Olympic beach volleyball gold medalist, and I'm here to take you on a fun look back at the unforgettable Sydney 2000 Olympic Games. Can you believe it's been 25 years since Australia wowed the world? The Sydney Olympics were massive. Over 10,000 athletes from nearly every country came to compete. There were big wins, amazing races, and history-making moments. Many still say Sydney 2000 was the best Olympics ever, and here are some fun facts to show you why. Team Australia wore green and gold with style. The Aussie athletes wore uniforms in our national colours, green and gold with a fresh modern design. The opening ceremony outfit even featured a long coat with wattle design showing off Australia pride and native plants. Meet the Aussie mascot squad. The Sydney Olympics had not one but 3 Aussie animal mascots: Ollie the Kookaburra, Sid the Platypus and Millie the Echidna. Each one represented something special about Australia: energy, creativity and the new millennium. Cathy Freeman made history twice. Cathy was the first Indigenous Australian woman to win Olympic gold, sprinting to victory in the 400 metre, and she also lit the cauldron to open the Games. Eric the Eel, he became a star for finishing last. Eric Musambani from Equatorial Guinea had never swum in a proper Olympic-sized pool before, but he swam the race anyway, super slowly, and the whole crowd cheered him on the entire way. A 13-year-old girl sang in the opening ceremony, and her name was Nikki Webster, and she became famous overnight after singing in front of over 3 billion people watching from around the world. Volunteers were the real MVPs. Over 47,000 volunteers helped out during the Games, handing out water, guiding crowds and making sure everything ran smoothly. Last but definitely not least, Aussie beach volleyball gold at Bondi. My teammate Nat Cook and I were so proud to be the Aussie women's beach volleyball team back in 2000. We played our matches on the sand at Bondi Beach, and it was the first time an Aussie team won Olympic gold in our sport, and the crowd went absolutely wild cheering us on. It was truly an experience, and I will never ever forget it.
Those fun facts brought back a lot of great memories for me. Big thanks to Kerri, and here's one more. Did you know that at the Sydney 2000 Olympic Games, triathlon was the first introduced into the Games? Triathlon is a race consisting of 3 different events: swimming, cycling and running. Now, when each country hosts an Olympic Games, they get to add some sports in the program. One of the sports Australia chose to add was triathlon, and it was hosted at the most iconic venue of the Olympic Games, the famous Sydney Opera House. Well, let's hear from Australia's first medalist of the Sydney 2000 Games, Michaeli Jones, a sporting legend in the field of triathlon. Now, Michaeli crossed the finish line at the Opera House in 2nd place. Amazing achievement to win a silver medal.
Hi everyone, I'm Makili Jones and I was lucky enough to represent Australia at the very first Olympic triathlon right here on home soil at the Sydney 2000 Games. Being part of that moment, the debut of triathlon at the Olympics, yes, the first time triathlon was ever going to be in the Olympics, was truly something special that I will never ever forget. And to win Australia's first medal of those games out of all the sports, it was honestly the proudest moment of my life. So racing through the streets of Sydney, hearing thousands of Aussies cheering, "Go Aussie, go Aussie," having my friends, my family, my twin sister, and all those people getting the opportunity to see me race at the Olympics, it was pure magic. And I still get goosebumps thinking about it today. So growing up in a small country town, I never ever imagined that one day I would be wearing the green and gold at the Olympics. So to every young athlete, dream big, train hard, and maybe I'll be cheering for you in Brisbane. Thank you so much for letting me share this special moment with you.
Makili's insights were just incredible. I think I could handle the swim, but adding a bike ride and a run, well, BK, let's just say triathletes are next level. Now, if you like the sound of triathlon, guess what? The world's top triathletes are headed to Australia this October. The Triathlon World Championships will be running, swimming and cycling their hearts out on the world stage in Wollongong, which is an hour outside of Sydney. Now, we sent two of Australia's best triathletes, Olympians Emma Moffatt and Matt Hauser, to check out Wollongong as the city prepares to host this exciting event.
I always just felt really proud going, to a World Championships, putting on the green and gold, being part of the Olympic team, like the greater, bigger teams. It's just something really special. I think you know that when you've made it that far, you've really succeeded and you can't do anything but get on the line and give it your best, because you've got the whole country behind you. It's super special. Having Matt coming into this World Championships in Wollongong as the series leader, I think that's amazing. Like, his friends and family are going to be here. Yeah, it takes his racing to another level with everyone there supporting him.
Yeah, well, obviously Moffatt being the last Australian world champion at this top level in 2009 and 2010, I think it's big shoes to fill, but yeah, I'm honoured to be in the position that I'm in, and it's obviously come with a lot of hard work and determination, and it's taken a few years to get here, but the thing that really is motivating me is being on the home shores and trying to take a world title. I think it's been so many years since an Aussie has done it, Moffy next to me here, so yeah, I think it'll be a massive honour to do that.
I think he's just come out this season and really dominated. Every performance has been very convincing, and it's not a one-off. The past few years he's had lots of success, but I think this year's been a little bit different, as in he's got 2 firsts and 2 seconds, is it, so far? So that's not luck, that's a lot of hard work and effort and dedication, perseverance, all of those things he's kept at, and he's now really reaping the rewards.
Yeah, we are definitely a sporting nation, and we definitely feel the love and support around us as an Oz Triathlon cohort. Really something we hold dear, and we really want to do the best for our country and do our family and friends proud.
Well, how exciting does the Triathlon World Championships sound, BK? It's just one of the many international events lighting up the green and gold runway on the road to our next home Olympic Games in Australia. So get ready to cheer. Now, we're celebrating the Sydney 2000 Olympics because it was such an incredible moment for our country. And guess what? The Olympics are coming back to Australia, this time in Brisbane in 2032. Now, it might be still a few years away, but it's going to be right here in our own backyard, which means you could be part of it. Whether you dream of being an athlete, a performer at the opening ceremony, a journalist, a physio, or even designing something for the Games, there's no limit to what's possible. Some awesome students from Brisbane have already been thinking about their dreams for 2032 and what they'd love to see, do, or be when the Games come to town. Let's hear what they have to say, because you never know what dream is stirring up in your heart.
Hi, my name is Christina Cronin, Paris 2024 Olympian, and we're here at the 7 Year to Go event. Let's find out what some kids' favourite sports are.
My favourite sport is basketball. My favourite sport is swimming. I like running. Netball. Hockey. Netball or touch. Definitely soccer. Hockey. Hockey or touch?
I love biking.
My favourite sport is athletics.
Cricket or golf.
My favourite sport is downhill mountain biking.
I want to be an Olympic runner or I want to be a dance teacher.
Either Olympic athlete, fashion designer or therapist.
I think I want to be a lawyer.
I want to be a professional 200-metre runner.
I'll probably want to be a famous cricket player, or if that doesn't work out, probably a police officer.
I want to be a professional golfer on the Live Tour.
I either want to be an AFL player for the Brisbane Lions or in the Tour de France.
I want to be a professional downhill mountain biker.
How cool was that? Back to you, Elka.
Thanks, Christina. I had a dream just like those children to compete at the Sydney 2000 Games. I was in year 4 and I got up and I said I wanted to go to the Olympics. So dream big, unleash your potential and see just how far it can take you. Before we get to Brisbane 2032, the next Winter Olympic Games are coming up in early 2026 and they'll be held in a super cool place, Milano and Cortina in Italy. That means snow, mountains and some pizza. And some of the most exciting winter sports you can imagine. Now, one of those sports is cross-country skiing. It's kind of like running, but on skis, through snowy forests and over hills. It's tough, it's fast, and it takes a lot of practice. Today, we're chatting with Olympian Lars Youngvik. Lars is going to tell us how he got started in cross-country skiing, why he fell in love with his sport, and what keeps him going when things get really hard. Hey, that pizza looks really good.
It came a bit out of nowhere. Hi, my name is Lars Youngvik. I'm a cross-country skier and a Beijing 2022 Olympian. I think making the Olympics in general was maybe not my idea. I've always just liked competing and it's kind of taken me here and hopefully go to my second Olympics. My dad is Norwegian and I grew up skiing in Norway, so that was just a part of life there. We would go out on the weekends with my family and that's kind of how we spent quality time together. There was one point where I had to choose what sport I wanted to do. I've played lots of soccer as a kid, I did orienteering, and up until I was 18 I didn't really know what I wanted to do. After I made that choice and with where it's taken me, I haven't really regretted it at all. My favourite memory is this year's World Championships in Norway with up towards 120,000 people watching the races. That was just insane and probably the coolest sporting experience I've ever had. As an endurance athlete, you're always quite scared of getting sick. I've had a couple seasons where I've struggled and it can just be something like a little cold that can stop you from actually competing. I've never stopped loving cross-country skiing. I think it's always just been a part of me and I would obviously love to be able to perform some of my best races at a big event like the Olympics. Trying to become as best as I can is the ultimate goal.
Wasn't it great, BK, hearing from Lars? And what a challenging sport that is. You can really feel the passion and hard work that goes into being an Olympian. But now it's your turn to get involved, right from your own classroom. For every Olympic Games, students across Australia create village art to help decorate the athletes' room in the Olympic Village. Now these artworks bring inspiration, colour and a special connection to home that our Olympians truly cherish. BK, I remember, and I know you would have been there as well, the amazing artwork that we see all through the villages. When you're walking through, you see the colourful paintings, posters, and sometimes people just wrote words of inspiration that motivated us. So thank you, we feel that love. With Milano Cortina 2026 coming up, we're inviting all Aussie students to join in, aren't we? Let's give it a go, BK. So teachers, we're asking you to download the Village Art Guide from our website and submit your students' art by December 12th, 2025. Well, that's a wrap for Olympics Unleashed TV. We hope you've enjoyed this very special Sydney 2000 episode, and don't forget to look out for some sporting heroes in Wollongong at the Triathlon World Champs in October. You might be able to spot some familiar faces. If you would like your school to be featured in an episode of Olympics Unleashed TV, please send us an email telling us why you think we should visit your school. Until next time, stay safe, keep active, and we look forward to seeing you in Term 4, bigger, brighter, and being your best.